All right, welcome back, everybody.
Let's go.
Let's go talk to Rella and get kidnapped again, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
She's inside the church.
Let's go. Sup, bitches?
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna. Long
Who's
time no
the
see.
fuck?
Sorry for all of us storming the place. And you're the one who was at the exhibition. Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it. It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony. I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh? Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here. Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at. Where did you get this? I know it's asking a lot, but
Internet?
could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions? I've seen something like this before.
You don't want to get implicated.
Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown.
I am here too.
As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so.
It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella. But I'm a bit relieved.
I feel like Rella would be a
I heard rumors
nickname.
Luis had swept
Yeah.
you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Joanni Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else.
Me?
Suppose
No.
This is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No. Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't
I
have to
made
put
it though,
like
didn't
that.
I?
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
she's strong enough to do that herself.
She is. I know
saw her
she's
kill a
far
man.
stronger than I am. But she'll charge headlong into any danger, so please, watch over her. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Well, that means we just go back to plan 1.
Yeah, we have to kill him somehow.
I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
We become king and execute him.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Okay, no need to fucking jump him.
But the
Yeah.
king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
If we take June out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Louise catching on that we're in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner, away from prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Yeah, it's on the roof.
This way, milady.
It's right there. Don't go. That's the bathroom. Don't go in the bathroom. Go into the washroom.
Yeah.
Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Nurse?
Drinking.
Thinking, mostly.
You know.
Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. Then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
Can I go to bed now?
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band
What are you, a pussy?
risking your very lives for the prince. And here I sit moping, And the way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Now we can change parties. Let's rest in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back for now.
Welcome to the bench, Juna.
Oh no, Stroll's going straight to the bench.
Oh, yeah?
He gets XP at the bench.
Okay.
He gets the same amount of XP that he would if he were in the party.
Oh, alright.
So we lose one of our strongest characters and get the weakest character.
Cool. Good strats are good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is the toilet room.
This is...
Orgo sugar and briny salt.
Ooh.
How do you know the difference?
One smells of the sea.
Oh, maybe. By God, he's done it again. What do you mean while we're in town, make the most of it? Fuck you.
What else do we have to do?
I can't even use these.
Really?
Yeah, really. The game said I can't use it.
I guess I just go to bed.
So you've got to... Yeah, I guess so.
Sure.
Okay.
Good night.
Finding it hard to sleep. Good time as any for some reading, I guess.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, we're reading the book with Juna.
Good.
Oh, absolutely.
You're still awake?
Yeah. Everybody's got to get
What's
one.
the matter?
Everybody gets one. Tell him,
Something on your
Spider-Man.
No, not in particular. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
Should probably have Juna return any Magla keys we got on the Caradrius too, just to be safe.
Yeah.
I'll give them to her later.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. How inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Juna and I talked into the night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So you're telling me Alonzo doesn't look like Alonzo normally?
Brother, if you knew what I know.
Are they skinwalkers?
It's
complicated.
It's an important part of Juna's Bond story.
Okay.
So
we'll get there.
Yeah, so it's like I really want to just drop it on you.
Yeah.
But it would lessen that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Let me find out.
The twin 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed.
Oh.
All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the
Damn, that was quick.
captain, Master Gidon!
Well, I mean, he's playing the role now.
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normal.
Oh, thank God we don't have to worry about learning a new religion.
Yeah.
Funny how it's only the rich.
Who wants to learn culture?
But now Count Luis has the people behind him.
Fuck culture. All me and my homies hate culture.
Yeah.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction, but we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him. Probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
Oh.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, but they're filthy barbarians.
Whoa.
Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Bong.
And that's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juno this morning either.
I heard some noble say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
I just picture one day Heisman in the middle of like a very serious speech.
Yeah.
And Hulkenberg just reaching down and petting between his ears, like on the top of his head. It looks really soft.
Yeah.
And that was her whole thought process.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I needed to do it.
I need to do this.
I
Yeah.
had to.
I love how weird Hulkenberg is. That's still in character for her.
Challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic.
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice.
Oh.
To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes.
It was extremely sudden.
Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main
You know we don't call
celebrations
Hulkenberg by her first name.
and this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
Yay! Woohoo!
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Thanks, Del. You're a peach.
Looks like our first job's
No, I'm a
come in.
dog.
These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
Again, I am going to kill
What of
him.
the king's magic?
What of the
You'll
king's
see soon
magic?
enough. For now,
You guys think I have to listen to the king?
Yeah.
my task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf.
You think my magic can't
Is a
beat
lance
the king's?
known as Dracodius.
Draco
I'm the future
yes.
king.
The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Yeah.
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saint's Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
No, I'm just trying to be.
It's their first formal assignment in your service, after all.
And
Like
Gladell
me,
turned
your
out to
eyes
be an
and ears.
asshole.
The last guy you stuck me with tried to kill
You
me.
may act accordingly.
And tried to steal the throne from you.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
I don't know.
Find your clues
Find it.
elsewhere. You have nothing further from me.
Get out there,
Prove you
kid.
think as well as you fight.
Go get, go get your motorcycle.
Go get your motorcycle, kid.
Pursuit of our shared vision.
Oh, we're back at the inn. So far, the only thing we know for sure is the thing is called the Dracodios. Guess we got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go.
Let's go talk to an informant and see if they know anything.
I think you are right. Stare at wall.
Wee.
Well met, eh?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Get fucked.
Whatever, lady.
Young man.
Very obviously a man talking
Yeah.
to me. Whatever, lady.
Whatever, lady.
Hey, listen. Huh?
I have a question. A divine lance. I'm not sure I'm the best person to ask about that. No, wait. Someone outside was rambling about that a little while ago.
Oh, yeah?
He had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it.
Hmm.
He was bothered about the lance? Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking the boat to his island. He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar.
Okay, so
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar. Okay. Hey, mister.
Can I get some more?
No.
Bitch, you work here.
Did I stutter?
What am I gonna do? You're not serious.
This isn't the thing.
No, but you could talk to the gold beetle guy real quick. Oh, this isn't the right shore.
It's
Never
not.
mind.
I'd have to go to the wharf, but it's fine. We can teleport around a little bit.
Yeah, let's get some upgrades before we continue.
Well, the next thing he gives us is a monk weapon.
hey there.
I need 8 more to get the claw
Oh,
breakers.
Damn.
All right then.
Wait, hang on. I
Why
can't go to
can't-
the stores?
Why? Game dictates that they're closed, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well met, eh?
Hey, that
Hello.
Mustari over there.
Hey man, you ever heard of this lance?
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
I mean, let's not talk about him like he can't hear us.
Yeah. They've really crossed a line.
Excuse me?
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you something?
Hmm? What? Never seen a pagan before?
I've talked to plenty of Mastari.
Yeah. You've got plenty of really nice tales.
Like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job.
So the King's Lance is going to be the crude copy of the lance that we're looking for.
By the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something
King's
of
Lance?
oppression.
Yeah.
Did you
The thing that the necromancer was trying to get a hold of?
Oh, the Royal Scepter.
Yeah.
No, that's its own divine relic.
Okay.
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mastari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
Could it be the island that was marked on the map in his room?
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
So that's why you're in this.
We just haven't
race.
told our other
I thought
party
I could
members
change
about
the
it.
world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We'd never take it by force.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on Verga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario is on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the
Why
deadline.
can't we cross the ocean on our gauntlet runners?
This inland sea ourselves.
Well, prior to him saying this, gauntlet runners are runners, not swimmers.
But they're like boats.
But they move on just the legs moving. So, you know, Nurse is the crazy guy who can make it into that, but regularly gauntlet runners are just that. They run, they move on land.
Okay.
That's why it's such a big deal that the Caradrius can fly.
Okay.
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
See, they're supposed to be the bad guys, but I completely understand why Fidelio doesn't trust us.
Yeah.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Yeah, I had a dream come to me last night.
At old Luis's soiree. I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why?
I was
not
bored.
even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot? You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right. Nearest, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Hell yeah, brother. You want to go?
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
Yes and
We're
yes.
here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
Yeah, fun.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
Yeah.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials and make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
The key is to not get paranoid and just realize that they don't know what we know.
All right, so we're about to head out onto the boat.
And most likely more cutscenes.
Most likely more cutscenes. We are almost at 40 minutes, so we'll call it for this episode.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Realistically, it's these episodes aren't going so slow. It's just like so much shit happens.
Yeah.
And then you cut back and it's been like not even a day in game time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think the game ends in November.
Right. You said it was only like 4 months long or something like that.
It's not long. So we'll see you guys.